Our mini message today picks up in Genesis chapter 19, verses 12 through 14. The angels have just pulled Lot back in the house. They bolted the door shut. They struck the men surrounding them blind. And now the angels get really serious about this. Because remember, they were with the Lord back talking to Abraham in chapter 18. They've now come to kind of inspect Sodom and Gomorrah. They find the sin of the city, and their job is to protect Lot in this moment. So let's look at this in verse 12. Meanwhile, the angels question Lot. Do you have any other relatives here in the city, they ask. Get them out of this place. Your sons-in-law, sons, daughters, or anyone else, for we are about to destroy this city completely. The outcry against this place is so great it has reached the Lord, and He has sent us to destroy it. So Lot rushed out to tell his daughter's fiancés, quick, get out of the city. The Lord is about to destroy it. But the young man thought he was only joking. All right, several things here. Now, we see the concern for Lot. Remember, Lot knows the Lord. He knows who God is. He is a worshiper of God. But he's kind of found himself in a compromising situation by being in and being a part of this city. By not necessarily participating in all of the sin of the city, but by being there and condoning it. He put his stamp on it. We find him at the start of this story at the city gates. So here's Lot. Really, he's kind of an elder in this place, okay? He's in more of a leadership position. And so now he's caught up in this, and the angels are telling him, yes, you may have compromised here, but we're going to save you. So God's grace is being extended to him and even to his family. Who do you have here? Sons, daughters? Do you have son-in-laws? Who you got? You got to get them out of here because the city is going to be destroyed. So this is a lot like the story of Noah here in some respects, in that Noah was a righteous man, and Noah was allowed to bring his family with them onto the ark. So in this moment, they've got to get out. And I'm interested in the phrasing where it says, the outcry against this place is so great it has reached the Lord. Now, I think there's a lot of symbolism in that language. It's not that God didn't know, but what happens here is the time of God's judgment was fulfilled. The outcry had gotten to the point that God said, okay, my patience is over. The Bible tells us very clearly God is patient with us, right? The King James uses the phrase, He's long-suffering. So He's patient. He's long-suffering. God's heart, God's desire is not to judge us. That's not what He wants to do. He's not pleased about judgment. He doesn't want to send anyone to hell. He doesn't desire to rain fire and brimstone on these cities. These men and women in these cities are created in His image, and He cares for them. But they have rejected Him, and they have caused such damage and such rampant sin to the point that God's judgment is going to fall on them. That's just what's happening here. So He's going to destroy it. He's done with this place. And the life of Lot teaches us something here. It shows us that a soul can be saved, but their life not really be given over to God. Lot knew God, but Lot wasn't really following God as he should. He kind of wanted to ride the fence. He was trying to have a foot in both places. And we cannot be the men and women God calls us to be if we're going to try to have a foot in the places of the world and the places of God. God is calling us to obedience, and God is calling us to be totally committed and dedicated to Him. Lot wasn't. And it's God's grace alone that brought him out of that city, his wife out of that city, his daughters out of that city at all. Remember that. Don't try to straddle the fence between God and between the world. It never works. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon.